Today is an exciting day. Well, less exciting than I would have hoped for, but we will get into that in a moment. I'm a major Jurassic Park fan, so I was super hyped to hear that these sets revealed today, but let's take a closer look. Up first, we have set 76957, the Velociraptor Escape. And yeah, it's a 4+ set. I don't think there's an adult collector out there that likes 4+ sets, and I'm surely not one of those potential select few. But with 137 pieces and retailing for $40, this is disappointing. The Raptor does look good, but we will see later that this is not an exclusive to this set. The Raptor paddock is just way too small, and I would have hoped for a diorama style set for the Raptor paddock. Anyway, we do get two minifigures, which are good. We get Ellie Sattler, which is in her classic Jurassic Park pink and blue shirt. It's sort of exclusive to this set, but not really. We'll get into that in a moment. But what is exclusive is the Robert Muldoon minifigure. And I have to say that Lego did a great job capturing his character in minifigure form. And ultimately, I think he will be the reason that many people pick up this overpriced 4+ set. Moving on, we have set 76958, the Dilophosaurus Ambush, retailing for $20 with 211 pieces. Lego Jurassic Park fans can rejoice that we are finally getting an official 1993 Jeep in the absolute classic red and gray Jurassic Park color scheme. It has to be reinstated that this Jeep, which we have been wanting for years, is only $20. That's amazing. But taking a step back, and I didn't mention it on the 4+ set, but let's just take a look at the box art of these sets. It's just excellent and very nostalgic with the classic 1993 Ford Explorer color scheme. We get the Jeep, of course, as stated, and Dennis Nedry, the actual human villain in the original movie. And he is detailed quite well, but I have a few gripes. First, leg printing would have been nice here. Second, we can see that he has two faces, one that's clean and the other is when he gets the venom spit on him by the Dilophosaurus. But in the movie, he also got it all over the front of his shirt, and I know Lego wasn't going to provide two separate torsos in this set, but it would have been a nice addition. But lastly, I guess I can see where they're coming from and having a nice looking, pristine Dennis Nedry minifigure, but in this scene, he's soaking wet from the hurricane hitting the island. However, we also get the Barbasol cam, which is a great Easter egg that was a much needed inclusion in this set. Last two details is the East Dock sign is another great little build in the set and another great reason to pick it up. It will go nicely next to my Jurassic Park main gate. And of course, the Dilophosaurus looks great, and another great reason to pick up this set for only $20. Moving on to set 76959, we have the Triceratops Research, retailing for $50 with 281 pieces. And I have to say that this set is a little disappointing, but interesting. So $50 is a bit steep, but I know a lot of that's coming from the large molded Triceratops. But of course we need that classic Triceratops from Jurassic Park so I can somewhat get on board. But then we have the 1993 Ford Explorer, which is a great addition on its own, but it does kind of suck because any self-respecting Jurassic Park fan already owns the T-Rex Breakout from last year, which we received like 1.5 of those Explorers. We do get the only Ian Malcolm from this wave with his classic chest hair showing. He does look pretty good, but again, leg printing could have gone a long way. Just maybe add some creases to his pants. Then we have Ellie Sattler, which is very similar to the 4+ version, but the main differences is that she has a different face print. Her torso print is the same, except it has some dirt splotches on it, and she has a different hairpiece. But the most interesting thing here is that Lego actually included the big pile of crap.
That is one big pile.
Then moving up in price, we have set 76960, the Brachiosaurus Discovery, which has 512 pieces and retails for $80. And sadly, I think this set is also slightly disappointing. $80 is quite a bit of money, and of course the Brachiosaurus added to the price of the set, which makes sense, and while I have to get this set for the classic dino, I am just disappointed by the build overall. Again, we do get the Jeep, which is a cleaner version than the one in the Dilophosaurus Ambush because it lacks the dirt splotches and such, which is a nice addition to have, but two versions may have been a bit too repetitive for a single wave. Then we have the minifigures, which are exactly the correct minifigures that we should get in this scene, but this is like the 4th Ellie Sattler in the wave, but it is the only John Hammond in the wave as well. But ultimately, the tree build is just abysmal. Like, it just looks really bad in my opinion, and it really takes away from the set. I was hoping that this set would be closer to the Horizon tall neck type of set, with maybe just Alan looking up in amazement at a brick-built Brachiosaurus standing up on its hind legs eating from the tree. That would have been an amazing set, but that's not what we got here, so yeah, I'm just a little disappointed in this one. But moving on to the last and most expensive set in the wave, we have set 76961, the Visitor Center. And I have to say, guys, just look at the front of this box art. Does this look exciting to you? I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the Ford Explorer color scheme, which I liked previously, but something about it just doesn't match well here. Or is it the unrealistic background images, or just the lackluster nature of the set? The Visitor Center is a build that fans have been asking for literal years, and while I think it's necessary to add the molded T-Rex to recreate the scene, it did drive up the price of the set, while also shrinking the Visitor Center's size in my opinion. Like, the T-Rex is literally taller than the Visitor Center, so it can't even fit through the door. But taking a step back, and around the back of the set, we can see that they do have the classic "When Dinosaurs Ruled the Earth" banner, which is a great addition. And there's two tucked away side builds, one of the lab where they breed, well, really where they just hatch dinosaurs. That's on another island, the breeding. And then on the other side, we have the cafeteria scene with the little table where you could recreate the raptor coming in, when Tim and Lex are eating. But really, in that exact scene, it's just a shadow of a raptor. You also do get the little build of the T-Rex skeleton on the inside, which looks okay. The minifigure selection is actually pretty good here, though. We get a young Henry Wu in his outfit from the beginning of the movie. Pretty well known that he has fled the island at this point in the movie. And we also get Arnold, who isn't with us anymore at this point in the movie as well. But the characters that are actually here, we have Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler again, each having some dirt splotches on their clothing. It has been a tough 24 hours, guys. And lastly, we have Lex and Tim in their dirty clothing as well from the T-Rex breakout scene. So yeah, overall, I think the figure selection is pretty good, but this is just a somewhat expensive playset, and at least in my opinion, not nearly what a lot of the fans wanted. I will say that it'll be a good playset for children, other than the T-Rex not being able to fit through the main door, but ultimately, I really think Lego has to make an 18+ version of the Visitor Center at around, I don't know, maybe $200, $250. But sadly, I don't think they will because of the existence of the $250 T-Rex Rampage from 2019. I think to do the Visitor Center justice, it would need about $150 to $200 in just Lego pieces to build it up substantially enough. But then that leaves out the T-Rex build, which needs to be included, right? Because Lego wouldn't release it without the T-Rex, right? The T-Rex would add at least $100 to the set's price, if at the same scale as the T-Rex Rampage set, and now we're talking around $300 to $350 for the set. While that's not too bad for a Lego set, at least in today's terms, I think the inclusion of the T-Rex is the issue, because they just did one in 2019, so would they redesign it or keep it the same? If they redesign it, then it causes some continuity error with the T-Rex Rampage set, and if they keep it the same, then fans might not want two of the same T-Rexes in these two very expensive sets. What do you all think about this situation, and how would Lego do a 18+ Visitor Center? Let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, guys, this is the Jurassic Park 30th year anniversary wave from Lego, and I have to say that I think it's somewhat disappointing. Everything is very playset focused with a few nice gems sprinkled throughout, and while Lego is a kid's toy, it's also a major adult-centered hobby in the last 10 years. So I think Lego sees this wave as an opportunity to hit us older fans in the nostalgic gut and buy them anyway. And hey, we probably all have kids by now, right? So we'll buy them for them as well. But ultimately, the main people who watched this movie growing up over the last 30 years, I think this wave just misses the mark by not having at least one 18+ or direct-to-consumer set. But those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? I would love to hear what you have to say in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking the video and subscribing. It would really help out the channel and mean a lot to me. And until next time, keep building, and thanks for watching.